back to my channel, to another video. Today is January the 6th and I actually started this challenge 2 days ago. I just have not filmed an intro. I thought I'd do it now whilst I had some makeup on. But welcome to my going vegetarian for a month journey. I have done videos like this before. I've done vegan for a week, I've done vegan for a day, I've done stuff like that, but I've never committed to anything as long as a month. But if you watch my channel regularly, you will know that I talk about the fact that I'm borderline vegetarian as it is. I very rarely eat meat. We have meat replacements in the house more than we have meat in the house, and whenever I'm out in a restaurant, who remembers restaurants, I always get a veggie version. That is purely from phobia of food poisoning. That is for no other reason than that. That has always been why I've been off meat. It's never been a deeper meaning, it's just that I'm really paranoid about being poisoned. Yeah, it happens all the time. I've actually never had food poisoning, so I don't know where it's come from. But anyway, I thought I would commit to being a vegetarian for a month. I know that the month of January is usually vegan for a month, and I thought about doing that, but I think for starters, I want to try vegetarian. Vegan's quite a big jump. It's not to say I won't do it for a month at some point. It's not to say I won't continue being vegetarian at the end of the month, but I just wanted to film a 4-week journey of being veggie. As previously a meat eater that doesn't eat a lot of meat, eats fish every now and then, we're going completely veggie for a month. And I thought I'd document my journey, show you some of my favourite meals, tell you when I'm finding it hard, tell you some things I didn't even realise weren't vegetarian, like sweets and stuff. Subscribe if you're new to my channel, and if you want to get involved, you can do this challenge for a month starting in February. I really don't think it does just have to be January. Let's get going and see how this month goes. Cooking up one of my favourite veggie lunches. I am lacking on the vegetable front. I've accidentally done way too much rice, but it's basically a rice, nut butter and vegetable salad. Okay, there we have it. I have actually done a video on my channel before about how I make this, but this is one of my favourite veggie meals. It's got onions and green beans in it, and then it's literally just rice and nut butter dressing, but it is actually so tasty. I know it sounds and looks kind of weird, but like, yeah, it is actually really, really nice. So I'm gonna go have this now. So this book is actually one of my favourite places to get inspiration for veggie and vegan dishes. This is actually all vegan, but Bosch do a just vegetarian one as well. My friend Jenny actually got me this book. This is where the recipe for that I just cooked, that you saw me cooking, my like salad, green bean and rice salad, is in here, but this is filled with all vegan inspiration. So if you're wanting to be a bit more adventurous and cook from scratch a lot more than I do in this video, this is the one for you, because it just has everything in it that you could possibly imagine. It's got fake takeaways, it's got starters, it's got mains, it's got lunches. So this is a really, really good shout if you are looking for some inspiration. So I'll link it down below. This is the vegan one, as I said, but they do a vegetarian one, they do a meat eating one as well. I just think their cookbooks are really, really good. Veggie cannelloni. This is spinach and ricotta, is that what it is? Mm-hmm. Spinach and ricotta cannelloni. It looks kind of like lasagna, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know why it's not rolled up, but yeah, this was from the Co-op, obviously veggie and pretty easy to do. Okay, I do be looking kind of rough, I won't lie, but you know, here's lockdown. This is giving me such strong lockdown 1 vibes, because I bought this jumper in lockdown 1 and I wore it a lot. Anyway, I'm actually not vlogging today, but I thought I would put the camera up to show you what I'm having. We are in week 2 of this. I feel like I haven't properly spoken to you yet, so in the next couple of days I'll do a little update, but so far I actually haven't noticed a huge difference. Obviously this month it is slightly different to a regular January. I'm not eating out at all. I'm not like going out anywhere really where I would get food. So all of the stuff is being cooked at home, which I think is obviously easier for you to decide like what you're having and make your own separate meals. So yeah, it's just a little bit different. But tonight I'm having corn, chicken, noodles, what was I gonna call it? Sweet and sour, basically chicken sweet and sour, but with corn. So I will show you it, I will film it. It's one of my favorite veggie meals because it's so easy to do. And I also think anything you cook in a sauce, you actually can't really tell that it's not chicken. I prefer corn anyway, but if you were gonna change it out, but you miss the taste of chicken, if it's in like a curry sauce or a noodle sauce or like anything like that, you can't really tell that much, I don't think. So wow, this hairstyle is really something else, really something else. So this is what it looks like. We've got the corn, we have spring onion, green beans, pepper, sweet corn, onions, and then the sweet and sour sauce obviously, and the noodles. So that's pretty much what's in here, but you can put literally anything in a stir fry. If you have other veg, you can have any others. Oh, Lottie's here stealing the slippers. Anybody else's dog just walk off with the slippers, put them in a pile and then leave them. Anyway, yeah, so this is what's in ours tonight. We're just kind of using up this kind of stuff. Sometimes I would put broccoli or sweet corn in it, like sweet corn, actual cob of, what are they called? Corn on the cob. I'll never get enough veggies, like there's always more veg. So for my takeaway this evening, we all ordered burgers to take out, and I got a vegan burger from a new company called Fat Burger. I have actually ordered from them once before, and I know that their vegan burgers are so good, but it is, I'll show you what it looks like. It's fake bacon and fake chicken, and then I also got chips with chip spice on, of course, because I'm from East Yorkshire. But yeah, it's the best vegan burger literally ever. Just looks like a regular burger patty. In fact, I'll open it up because I'm going to take all of the stuff out of it. But this is the fake bacon parts, and then it has cheese. This is just regular cheese, but you can replace it with vegan cheese. And then this here is the chicken, fake chicken patty. It's so good. It's not dry at all. So I have actually been vegetarian for about 2 weeks now, just over 2 weeks, and I actually haven't noticed it being that difficult. I think because we already had a lot of meat replacements in the house, it's not like a huge step up. It's just that I'm having more different meals to my family. So tonight, for example, we're having like wraps, or well, we just call them wraps. I actually don't really know what you would call them, where we have like chicken and salad and coleslaw and cheese and salsa, and we like fill the wrap, or just wraps, I guess. But usually we have like breaded chicken, kind of like chicken goujons. Obviously they're still having that. I've got my own veggie chicken nuggets. So my personal favourite brand is obviously Quorn. I eat a lot of the Quorn stuff. I used to think Quorn was just the word for like meat replacement. That's not true. That's just the brand name. And a lot of the stuff we buy is by them just because they're the most widely available. However, tomorrow I'm actually going to stock up on some more veggie bits from Lidl, because Lidl are doing a whole vegan range, and obviously because it's just me eating them, I'm just going to go and buy some for myself, because like my family aren't, like there's no point in my family shopping for me when they're not buying all of that stuff. Plus I want to try their vegan range separately, so then it won't all be Quorn. But for tonight I'm going to show you. This is how it's kind of like being laid out. So my family are having this. These are just like regular chicken goujons cut up, and then I'm having these. I mean, they do look a little bit like sorry for themselves, a little bit anemic, but obviously again it's just me having them with various other salady bits. So coleslaw, salad, cheese, obviously all already vegetarian. But yeah, this is just like how we're kind of doing it now. Tonight's meal is a veggie shepherd's pie, and actually everybody's having the veggie version tonight. Here's Dad, but it looks pretty good. I've got cheese, no, I've got cauliflower cheese, carrots, green beans, Yorkshire pudding, gravy, and obviously the shepherd's pie itself. I don't actually really like this meal when it's non-vegetarian, but I think the veggie version is going to be a good hearty winter meal, because I don't have to pick out the meat.
It's delicious.
Mum's saying it's delicious, and she is not a vegetarian. I still actually have left to eat one of these, which is obviously a veggie version of a chili con carne. It's called chili non carne, which I just think is really funny. So this is another meal also from Lidl. So there are actually quite a lot of options. We have vegan pies in the freezer as well. All of it Lidl specials, so it's affordable, it's cheap. Veggie replacements are actually really, really good in there. So I thought I'd just show you some bits and bobs from the weekly food shop. Veggie pizza time. All pieces are veggie unless you have meat on it, but this one's vegan as well. It's got vegan cheese in it. Bit apprehensive, but veggie meal idea number 8,012,000. This is spag bol, and I actually prefer this to the regular version of spag bol, so this is easier. Everybody's got this. Is it all veggie? Yeah? How are we feeling about that? Harry hasn't tried it yet.
Well, we've had it before.
Yeah, you've previously had it. Harry prefers the mince, but I prefer the veggie version. I don't even know how you can tell.
You wouldn't have known if you hadn't said anything.
No, that's true. Probably wouldn't tell, but I had to tell you for the vlog. This is an easy meal replacement. By the way, guys, you can get veggie mince so easily, and then obviously the sauce makes it taste literally the same. There are some pretty immaculate vibes in here, if I say so myself right now. Look at this. Just looks so like vibey. I wanted to do a little update. Today is Sunday, and I found the weekends probably the most noticeable difference between meal times, just purely because my family have like more of like a, not a Sunday roast, but like weekend meals. Do you know what I mean when I say that? So like, you know, casserole, stew, risotto, roast, meat, and that kind of stuff. Like there's more of a meal structure on a weekend because it's like a bigger meal, like more of an event. There's not a lot going on, you know, so like Saturdays and Sundays it's a little bit more obvious. So tonight my mum was doing like a sausage stew kind of thing, like casserole I guess, but obviously I can't have sausages, and my mum usually does this in the slow cooker. So I bought my own veggie sausages, but basically we're just cooking them separately, and then I'll have like the veg and the mash and the Yorkshire puddings and like the stew mix before the sausages are added into it, and then they'll cook their own and then I'll cook my own, if that makes sense. So it's meals like this that are a little bit more complex, but even then it's like not that much effort effort to do. I do understand that it is a little bit annoying, and this is the reason why I haven't gone vegetarian in the past. In my house, in my family, we do always have the same meal. Like, we eat together pretty much every single night, especially at the moment, and there's never an evening where I would cook my own tea and like eat myself. I mean, I would cook my own tea, but if I was cooking tea, I would cook for everybody. It wouldn't like just be me cooking for me, because that's just how our family works. I know a lot of people do it differently. A lot of people cook their own meal, bring it up to their room and eat it, but we've just never done that. Like, that's just not the vibe in this house. But that is what makes it more difficult when it comes to trying to be a veggie or a vegan. So I thought I'd just list, while I've got a little bit of time, some meals that are super easy to do without even really noticing. Like, you don't have to switch anything out. So like margarita pizza, vegetarian automatically, obviously. Pasta, tomato pasta, or macaroni cheese, or even pasta with like stuff in it. You can get pasta with mushrooms in, can't you? Things like that, they're all automatically vegetarian. Tomato pasta bake is one of my favourite meals, and that's vegetarian. Other things that I've noticed are pretty straightforward, like lunchtime meals, like beans on toast, scrambled egg on toast, spaghetti hoops on toast. They're all automatically vegetarian. Don't have to swap anything out with my lunch there. What other meals have I had that are easy? Pie is a really easy one because everybody has their own pie. So if you get a vegetarian pie, it's like you're not swapping anything out. It's just one extra pie. Like, there's nothing different being cooked. Do you know what I mean? Stir fry is easy to do with just veg. You don't have to put meat in that. Any kind of rice dish, like rice stir fry, egg fried rice, that kind of thing, can be easy just with veg. They're my go-to meals that don't include any meat replacements. And then the meat replacement ones that I'd say are my favourites are curry done with corn, but you could do it with chickpeas. Spag bol with vegan mince, not vegan, veggie mince, either veggie or vegan. Shepherd's pie with veggie mince, that's easy to do, easy to replace. Stir fry with corn instead of chicken pieces, that's easy to do. Chicken teriyaki but with corn instead of chicken. Fajitas with corn, super easy. I think that's most of them that I would say are my favourites. And then obviously tonight I'm having veggie sausages. This won't be one of my favourite meals because I don't love chicken stew, chicken casserole, but it is easy. It's just different sausages. So I haven't noticed a huge difference. I'm about 3 weeks in and I think I've tried most meals. Like, now I'm kind of eating them on a repeat cycle. My favourite thing, my favourite addition, which I will not be stopping, is vegan/vegetarian sausage rolls are so much nicer than real sausage rolls. So get on that, trust me. Oh, by the way, I forgot to say the date. Today is January the 24th. It is Sunday and it's a proper Sunday-y Sunday, if you know what I mean. So it's dinner time and I'm gonna have the vegan chili that I didn't have when I filmed my little vegan for the day video. So it was their Vimondo vegan microwave chili. I'm gonna show you it. So it looks like this. You just put it in the microwave for 5 minutes. Was it 5 minutes, Mama? Yeah. Didn't read it properly. And this side is obviously the chili. This is the rice. This is vegan, but you can get veggie alternatives. But I guess it's good that this is fully vegan. And then obviously I also have some like bread. I never really know why I have bread with chili con carne because rice is carb, but then also I'm also kind of thinking I almost want to put cheese on it. Is that weird to put cheese on a chili con carne? If you put it on a jacket potato. Yeah, but it's not vegan, it's vegetarian. If you put chili on a jacket potato, you'd put cheese with it, wouldn't you?
Well, I got you this out to put on it.
Ooh, sour cream. Sour cream and cheese.
If you wish, why not?
I don't care. I know it's a bit odd, but I do also think that if you had it as a jacket potato topping, you would put cheese on it, wouldn't you?
Oh.
Ooh, this looks good. It's not just kidney beans. That's so good. Usually these things are just kidney beans.
What is it?
No idea. It smells really spicy though.
Are you stopping being veggie?
Whoa.
Or are you just going to carry on?
Veggie meal number 3,081,081 is another veggie shepherd's pie with veggie mince. Okay, hello guys. It's now January the 27th or the 28th. I think it's the 28th. So we're getting towards the end of this video and I wanted to show you a lunchtime option that I actually have never tried, but I wanted to show you it. My dad picked it up when he was doing some food shopping and it is this Leon vegan mac and cheese bites. Now I love Leon, obviously it's such a great takeaway, but we don't have one anywhere near me. I never ever get it. Literally I only eat it when I'm in King's Cross Station. I do really like it and they have quite a lot of vegan stuff on their menu as it is, but they're selling these in shops at the moment. I think they might be from Sainsbury's because my dad actually went to Sainsbury's the other day, which is so random. Last week in a video I literally said we never go to Sainsbury's. These are actually vegan, so I thought I'd include them in this video because obviously mac and cheese bites are vegetarian as it is anyway. Obviously they don't have meat in, but I'm still thinking wherever I can get a replacement in that's like vegan just even by accident, I'm going to show you it as well. So this is going to be my lunch. Mac and cheese bites, nice and healthy. I'm going to also have some fruit. At the moment I'm really on oranges. Like, I've been having quite a lot, wow, I can't believe I just caught that, of oranges, just to try and keep my immune system up. I think that they're really good for like vitamin C, obviously. These are quite big. I am bizarre though. I'll only suck them. I don't like eating them. So I'll suck all the juice out and then that's it. That's how I eat an orange, so let's not judge me. Anyway, I'm waiting for the oven to heat up and I'll do a little review of these mac and cheese bites because they do look really good. It says they're with garlic and herb bechamel. I thought whilst I was in the kitchen waiting for the oven to heat up, I would show you some other of my like essential veggie replacements, because I know a lot of you watching this might be considering doing the same thing. This is the mince that we have been using whenever we do like shepherd's pie, a solid firm favourite.
What did you just show them? Did you have any mince?
Oh, we did, sorry. Similarly, the Quorn chicken pieces, these have been a favourite of mine for years, but they're really good with like curries, stir fries, obviously, anything like that. Linda McCartney veggie sausages, I spoke about these the other day. Again, super easy replacement, literally they sell them everywhere. Lidl sell them, Aldi sell them. Veggie or vegan replacement pucker pies. This one is chicken and mushroom. This is from Lidl, I believe. Anywhere sells stuff like this. I actually got one in M&S as well a couple of weeks ago. And then this is one of my favourite meals. I forgot I still had one of these left actually. This is a spinach and ricotta cannelloni vegetarian. This is from the Co-op, so as you can see I've shopped around a little bit over the month, but this is oven cooked. It's not microwave. It looks like a microwave meal, but you can oven cook it, which is great because it always tastes so much nicer done in the oven. And they're some of my easiest replacements. So like cannelloni obviously usually has sausage in it, and then all of the others are just from the vegetarian aisle in Morrison's or Lidl. They're some of our staple products that we've been kind of recycling through, especially the chicken corn pieces and the veggie mince. Listen to them sizzling. Okay, I've put them in a little bowl. This does look like the most pathetic, unhealthy lunch you've ever seen. I really am documenting the unhealthy side of being vegetarian. However, these are vegan, a little bit of salsa, tiny bit of sour cream, but they actually feel like they're really like squidgy on their own, like moist, for want of a better word. So I'm gonna go try them and I will report back. This is my favourite veggie takeaway. Look how good this burger looks. Look how non-veggie this burger looks also. Like, it looks so good. Recommend. Well, you probably can't order it, to be fair. It's a Beverley based company, but if you're from Beverley, I recommend. Can you believe that we are here on the last day of January? I'm so torn between feeling like January has lasted 73 years and January has gone by in the blink of an eye. Like, it's a really weird thing because it kind of feels like the whole month has been forever, but then similarly New Year's Eve literally feels like yesterday. So it's the last day and I thought I would do a little roundup of what I'm eating, because I've almost filmed this as in just like loads of little multiple what I eat in a day videos, but I thought it'd be interesting to do kind of like a what I eat in a month as a vegetarian for the first time. So like before this I'd never been properly vegetarian, but you guys know that I've spoke about it a lot in the past. Like, I've always eaten a lot of meat replacements, but I've never committed to full vegetarianism. And I think the hardest thing, something that I hadn't actually thought about really before I started this, was the other things that fall into that category. Also, let's excuse the appearance once again, lockdown, teehee. So things like jelly sweets, which actually I don't eat a lot of, so literally hasn't been an issue, but things like multivitamins, quite a lot of those are not vegetarian, which I literally did not realise. The first couple of days probably of the month I was taking vitamin D supplements, which I take all the time anyway. Obviously, like, we don't have any vitamin D in this country. I live in England. I didn't realise that obviously because they're like jelly vitamins, they're not actually vegetarian, so I've since stopped taking those. I'm sure you can get alternative versions, but obviously just little things like that are kind of where you might accidentally slip up, but I'm not going to call it slipping up because it's like, it's a learning process, it's a learning curve. And I think that, you know, it's January the 31st and I haven't found this like a tiring task. I haven't found it difficult. I haven't found it particularly like exhausting to try and be vegetarian for a month, and I actually genuinely have not missed anything other than, actually no, I'm trying to think, I was going to say chicken nuggets from McDonald's, or just like a McDonald's generally. I've probably missed a McDonald's burger because there's not a lot of veggie options at drive-thrus. That is what I'm noticing. And I haven't had Taco Bell for a month either, which is quite impressive. But actually food in the house, I haven't missed anything. It's more takeaways and it's more like things I would eat if I was out. And I think this would have been harder had the world have been normal, because I would eat out more and I would eat in restaurants more, and I think then I would be noticing it more. But obviously at home doing replacements has been slightly easier because obviously we're only eating what's in the house anyway. So I'll show you what I have for dinner this evening, but I thought I'd do a little roundup, a little review before February begins tomorrow, and I just can't believe that we're here already. I can't believe I've done a month. And I'm going to fully talk about if I'm going to stay vegetarian or not after I've eaten my dinner, after I've had my tea. I'm not too sure what it is that we're having, but obviously I'll be having the veggie version, or we'll all be having the veggie version. It depends obviously what it is. I've realised I've filmed for quite a while looking like this from a weird ass angle on my floor. So I'm gonna go, but I'll show you my dinner later on. And oh, this is one of my favourite snacks right now. These bad boys, I was gonna film these. These are actually vegan. I think these are from Boots, but you can probably buy them in a supermarket as well, but they do loads of different stuff. I don't know if this is by the brand Ella or if it's by the brand Livia. I think this is maybe by Ella, but there is also a brand called Livia's who do some amazing vegan snacks. Obviously I haven't been vegan for the month, but if you are vegan or you're wanting to try being vegan, really recommend these brands. Okay, it's now quite a bit later on, and my final veggie meal of January is a mushroom risotto. So obviously you could have this with chicken if you wanted to, but yeah, this is my final meal of January, and this is such an easy replacement. Like, you can literally just take the meat out of it and it's the exact same recipe. We've got it with homemade bread over here, we've got it with some wine, so yeah, not complaining about this one at all. Okay, I've just finished dinner. Risotto is like a 10 out of 10. It is honestly one of my favourite meals. I love a risotto. All kinds of risotto. Like, usually if the world was a bit more normal and I was in a restaurant, I would get a chicken risotto. At home quite often we have just like cheese and onion risotto, or mushroom risotto, which is what we had tonight. One of my favourite meals. So I'm going to do a full roundup in the morning, just like telling you guys what I found the most difficult, and also if I'm going to stay veggie or not. But for now, yeah, I just thought I would just do a little review. I had a little bit of chocolate cake for dessert. Dessert has definitely been the easiest to like not have to alter anything, because there aren't really any desserts that aren't vegetarian. But my dinner tonight was a 10 out of 10. So if you've done vegetarian January or vegan January, let me know how you found it. I want to hear all of your opinions, any food you recommend, because obviously I have eaten a lot of stuff that has been kind of like easy or like not processed, but I haven't cooked from scratch all that often, and that is purely from a place of laziness, because I love quick and easy things. Like, cooking is not a skill that I'm that interested in. I'm not particularly good at it, so I love anything that makes my life easier. And I think especially this lockdown has been really hard, and I've just found the motivation to want to cook from scratch hasn't been there. So I think that anything that makes my life easier and quicker, like, have been a win. But I know that that is lazy, and a lot of the meals have obviously been home cooked, but by my parents, not by me. So like tonight my dad made the risotto and it was just banging. So here we sit, almost a full month on. These are not even. I think the first comment is, I really genuinely can't believe it's February already. Thank the Lord for that month being over. Trying to look at it positively. Not seeing a great deal of positive outcomes from January. However, it's done. I'm also quite surprised and also proud of myself for keeping this up for the entire month. So I'm gonna basically end the video here. I'm gonna say now that I'm actually going to try to continue being vegetarian. Also, if you wondered why I've got one hand of nails done, I'm doing my own gels and I've only done one hand so far, but yeah, anyway. However, I'm not going to call it that. Like, I've already basically done vegetarianism like on and off throughout the last 3 years of my life, and the reason I never come out and just say outright that I'm a vegetarian, I don't know, I just feel like it's hard to stick to a label once you've labelled it as that. So I know that I basically don't eat meat, and I don't want to go back to eating a lot of meat. However, if I eat something that maybe isn't vegetarian, like, I don't want to feel like I have to be restricted to a label, and I know that's the whole point of being vegetarian. And actually this month has been really easy, and we will keep all the meat replacements in the house just because my whole family agree that it's like better generally for us, for the environment, and it's just a decision that we want to make. However, if you see me eating a spaghetti bolognese in a restaurant when restaurants reopen, please don't come for me. That's exactly why I'm not labelling it. It's more for other people than for me. Like, I know my own diet. I know that 6 days out of 7 I'm basically a vegetarian, but if on the off chance that I wanted to go back on that, I don't really want the backlash online. So that's the main reason why I'm just not going to title it, because I don't really feel like other people need to put that pressure on me. Like, it's completely up to me. So I've enjoyed this challenge. I found it reasonably easy, but I also thought it'd be interesting to document. A lot of this video is a bit mismatched because I just filmed meals and meal times and meal ideas, but that was kind of for inspiration for you guys if any of you wanted to try it too. So if you have got all the way to the end, thank you so much for watching. Give it a thumbs up if you did enjoy it, and if you want any other monthly challenges, diet challenges, I could definitely try being vegan for a month, things like that. I'm very open, I'm very flexible, I'm very easy going. Nothing is off limits really. So if you have any ideas for like a monthly challenge or a diet related video, do let me know in the comments below, and I shall be back on Thursday with a brand new video. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not already, it really does help me out, and I shall see you guys on Thursday. Bye!